Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be learning about a Magnesium Flint fire starter. The Magnesium Flint fire starter gets its name from the top here, which is flint, and the body, which is magnesium. A lot of the time they'll also come with this little tool which has a serrated edge. You can use that to shave off the magnesium and also to strike the flint on the top to create sparks. This simple tool is extremely effective at creating fires in all sorts of weather scenarios, and I suggest you consider carrying one if you're an avid outdoorsman, whether it be fishing, hiking, hunting, anything that involves going and enjoying the outdoors. This is so small and so lightweight. You can put it in your pocket, a small little pocket on your backpack, just anywhere you can carry this, and it's great peace of mind. So today we're going to be showing you how effective this Magnesium Flint fire starter is. We're going to make a fire and we're going to cook ourselves some lunch. As luck would have it, on my way out here I was able to get a grouse, so we're going to add this in. It's going to be a delicious meal and a beautiful meal at that. We're right here next to this beautiful river on a gorgeous fall day. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is to start clearing away some of this debris. We want to make a nice open area for our fire so that it can burn in a safe manner. This tree is a birch tree. They're found all over the world, and this is hands down the #1 way to start a fire, especially if it's raining. Birch bark is easily identifiable. It's white in color, and normally it is peeling off of the trunk. This tree is dead, but if it was a live tree, it's okay to peel off some of the birch bark that is already starting to peel. Birch bark burns even when it's wet. And the reason behind that is it has oils inside of it, and it is hands down the #1 way to start a fire. If you do not have access to birch bark in your situation, look for dry moss in the trees or leaves, even a cattail. The fluff on the tip of it is super flammable and will help you make a fire. After you've collected a wad of birch bark, you're going to want to start collecting twigs and sticks, working your way up in sizes so that as the fire burns, you can build it up slowly. A good area to find good twigs is underneath pine trees. Most of the time, the bottom branches have died out, and it's an easy place to get really good sized twigs to build up your fire. Your Magnesium Flint fire starter is going to come with a helpful tool. If you need to use this, it does work, but I strongly suggest always carrying some sort of a blade with you while you're out as well. Whether it be a pocket knife, a fixed blade knife, it'll make this process so much easier than using the tool that they give you. Our first step is to shave off this magnesium. We're going to shave it into about a quarter size pile. You want it to kind of be built up right here on this birch bark. This process is probably going to take you 3 to 5 minutes of just shaving, and don't be afraid to make an even bigger pile, because the magnesium is what's going to start this fire hot and fast, and it's going to make your life a lot easier. When using a knife, if you wanted to save the blade, you could use the back portion of it to help scrape, but I have found even out here in the woods you are able to sharpen your knife with a rock. So I'm just going to use the blade and start shaving. My tip is put the magnesium fire starter against the ground and just start shaving. That way it's very stable, and like I said, you want to take your time with this. If you rush it, you're going to end up bumping it, and all of your little shavings are going to fly off. And let me just show you how these look. They're very fine little shavings. So you want to make sure you really take your time. You want to build up a nice pile. Don't rush it. We've made our quarter-size pile. Your magnesium flint is going back into your pocket, and your knife is going back into its sheath or into your pocket. And now we are going to start building our fire. So we're going to start with these small little wispy paper pieces because those are going to catch that flame so fast. Magnesium burns at about 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is extremely hot, but it only burns for a split second. So you want to make sure you build this up, and I'm leaving room on the back side to throw the sparks in. Alright, now we're going to add these twigs on the top, which are going to take that flame. You want to be pretty gentle though, you don't want to ruin what you got going on here, so just be patient, it'll all work. So right here is my pile of magnesium. I got my wispy paper-like birch bark sitting right in there. And as that lights, I'll take this pile and shift it over. After that, I have my slightly larger branches, and then behind that, I have my larger sticks and actually a chunk of a small pine tree. The next tip, which is super crucial, is make sure that you move the magnesium and not the blade. If you move the blade, it's going to throw sparks in there, but you're also liable to hit your pile and ruin everything that you have going on. So you want to put your blade on there firm and pull. Okay? Alright, let's start this fire. Okay, you can see the light wispy paper went. There's still some magnesium there that's going to be burning. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Don't want to lose it at this point. Start adding all your other sticks on here because it's going to start burning quick. Remember, in a survival situation, you don't need a 3-foot in diameter fire. You can have a small fire and you can sit nice and close to it and get just as much heat from it as if you had a big roaring fire and you sat a few feet back from it. So today I brought this nice small sized fire grate. You could almost put this in a backpack. It's not super huge by any means, but it works perfectly for this situation. Nice cast iron pan here. Suitable for building, having some lunch. Looks like our pan is hotter than hot. Oh yeah. So, just gonna chunk up this breast here. That way it kind of matches the rest of what we got going on. with that, we're going to put on a nice little pot of coffee. Let that percolate. If you're wondering what grouse tastes like, it tastes like chicken, but the consistency of it is really light. It's delicious. Not very gamey at all. Having a magnesium flint fire starter could mean the difference between life and death. I strongly suggest you carry one of these when you're out in the woods, camping, backpacking, hunting, doing whatever you like to do, because it could save your life. If you go to buy one of these, buy two, and take the second one and practice with it so that you understand how they work and what needs to be done to make a fire. I hope you appreciated this video, and I'll see you in the next installment of Survival Skills.